Alright everyone, we have to get this party right. We only have one shot on this. So, what do we have in a party? Guests. Director. Is that something you can fix?
Yeah, sure. I know a few who would love to come. I will start working on that right away.
Great. Cameraman. What do you think we should add to the party?
Balloons and confetti.
You think you can fix that?
Yeah, I know a guy who could provide us with some.
Awesome. Soundman. What do you think we can add to the party?
Oh, listen to this. Fireworks.
Wait. No, not that.
Why not? It's gonna be awesome.
Do you even know what's gonna happen if you set them off inside the cabin? It will be fire all over the place. But do you even know what fire is?
No.
Oh my god. You know what? Just be you. Just be you, okay? Does that work?
Okay.
Yeah, no fireworks, okay?
Sure thing.
Good. Now, alright everyone. Let's get this starting.
Hey there, guy. What's up? No one remembering your special day? Actually, it's pretty fun that you mentioned that, because me and my crew, we have actually been working on this. So, you can come out now and bring out the guests. Perfect. Captain Organizer reporting for Ninja Eye jumping out from the shadows. I can still see you all. If I just found out how you can activate this freaking pass-through function. Super Soundman, ready to... Oh. Soundman, just move aside. The guest is about to arrive. Alright everyone, you can come now. Well, now when everyone is almost here, let's get this starting. Hey guys, Mr.P-lay here on the P-lay show. So, you're just in time for the big party we're gonna have here. Whoa! Yes! Balloons everywhere! Can you see them? Who doesn't love parties? Come on in everyone, you're all welcome to this party. Yeah, even you two over there. Yeah, you too. The past is the past. If you can behave, you're allowed to be here as well. Today is 25th of March, which means that this guy right here is turning 11 years old. Yeah, he's still going strong even today. He was released back in 2011 and people are still looking for him. So it's incredible, even though Switch is out on the market. So he and Nintendo Switch are probably best buddies by now. So let's take a closer look at the Nintendo 3DS, the original model, and see what it contains or what it has, what kind of features, because it is special for a reason. The 3DS was released back in 2011 and was discontinued in 2020, so it was out on the market for 9 years. The key function in the 3DS is of course the 3D effect it can create on the upper screen. It creates this effect with something called auto-stereoscopic technology. Now let's get over the specs and we start with the screens. The upper screen is 3.54 inch and the lower screen is 3.02 inch and has a format of 4.3. The CPU is a dual-core ARM11MP core and is clocked at 268 MHz, and the system contains a RM9 single-core processor. So this is how the Nintendo 3DS looks like. very shiny, leaves a lot of fingerprints on it, but nonetheless, let's take a close look at this one. So you have two cameras here. One is for the 3D effect only, and there's the headphone jack, two indicators if the system is on or if it needs to be charged. Here you have a slider for disabling the wireless option if you want to. And on this side here, you can see the charge port, and you can see the port for the stylish pen that comes with the system. Comes out here. Looks like this. Very tiny at the moment, but you can extend this one. It becomes a little bit longer, so it's easier to use this one. Do like that, and just put it back in place. And of course, you have the slot for game. It doesn't matter if it's the DS or 3DS game here. So you just put it in there, and there you go. And if you want to take it out, you just push it down and take it out. And of course, you have your shoulder buttons here. Go to this side. Here you see the volume slider, and you have the port for your SD card. Now, if we take a look at the inside, it looks a lot the same as the DS Lite. It's not much that has changed. So here you have the circle pad. I really prefer this one over the PS Vita joysticks. This one is much more comfortable to use. Here you have the D-pads. Typical buttons X, Y, A and B. And the power button, the start button, the home button, and the select. First, when I tried this one out, I thought these were touch buttons, but no, they are actually physical buttons they have to press down. And up here you see the magic slider for the 3D effect. You won't see it now when I'm recording, but when you're in front of the system itself, you can actually see the 3D effect. But it's messing with your eyes, so be careful how much you're using this. This is how a Nintendo 3DS cartridge looks like. Very similar to a ordinary DS cartridge. Now they are basically the same size. So it's only this part that sticks out here that's the new thing. Other than that, it looks the same. The memory has a 128 MC RAM with 6 MB of RAM. The screens themselves are two TN LCD screens. The TN stands for Twisted Nemac, which is the cheapest type of screens, or it was back then at least. The resolution of the lower screen is 320 by 240 pixels, and the upper screen has 400 by 240 pixels. The system has a built-in 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and can also connect via infrared sensors. An example is with this, a Circle Pad Pro, an extra attachment that gives you better grip and an extra circle pad. It also replaces the small shoulder buttons with two big ones. The 3DS has 3 cameras in total. 2 in the back, one is for the 3D effect, and 1 in the front. They all take photos with 0.3 megapixels, and you can record videos in 480p with 30 frames per second. This is the front camera test, so I'm testing the audio at the same time. The audio is okay and the quality is could have been better, but of course it's the original 3DS, so what do you expect from it? 480 and 30 frames per second. It does the job, but it's not the best quality. There are better cameras, of course. But it's a 3DS. It wasn't made for movie recording or anything, of course. It's more for a plaything. This is the back camera test and the audio test at the same time. So as you can see, the color grading is the thing that I'm most concerned about. You can also make your videos and photos become 3D, but only on the Nintendo 3DS. If you transfer your photos or videos over to a computer, of course you won't see any kind of that effect. It will only be in 2D. The microphone, well, you peak a lot, of course, but it works for what the cameras are made for. As you also notice, the picture is very grainy as well, but it's 480. Yeah, what can I say? The battery inside is a 1300 mAh lithium-ion battery, and the runtime depends on what game you play. If you play a DS game, you can play from 5 hours to 8 hours. But if you play a 3DS game, you will end up with 3 to 5 hours of runtime. The size of the system is more or less the same as a DS Lite. When closed, the height is 80.6 mm. When open, it becomes 149.5 mm. The width is 142 mm and the depth is 21.6 mm. During its lifetime, the 3DS had one primary competitor, the PS Vita. But who won the war? Well, it's pretty obvious. The PS Vita is estimated to have sold around 15 to 17 million units worldwide. How can you beat that? Well, the 3DS says fuck that and crushes the PS Vita with over 75.77 million units sold worldwide, like in your face! Nintendo is the king of handheld consoles. There we go guys, that's the Nintendo 3DS, the original model. So big thank you to Super Robo Link for letting me borrow your Nintendo 3DS. So we'll leave a link in the description down below so you can check his channel out. I will also leave a link to a video when I am playing Metroid Prime here, Federation Force. A very difficult multiplayer game. But it's going to be completely in Swedish though, so unless you understand the Swedish language, you might have trouble to understand what we are saying. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time.